Hello, Mr. Fix-It. What you doing?
I thought we were doing a live.
We are going to do a live.
Oh, what time?
Now, Mr. Fix-It.
Panic!
Oh, have you got my iPad?
Sorted.
Have you turned the volume down?
Sorted.
Are all the cameras working?
Sorted.
Oh, what you got in your toolbox, Mr. F?
I don't know.
Mr. F, you've got a whack-whack in there?
Oh, never without me whack-whack.
Look at me. Aren't I posh? I got new dungarees, look.
I know, all dressed up and nowhere to go.
I got pearl earrings, look.
Oh yeah, love the pearl earrings.
Yeah, I like your claw, Mr. F.
Oh, never go anywhere without the claw.
It's fabulous. Look at us. I've got a name on my foot, have you?
I don't know, I've never looked at me foot.
Oh, there you are. You've got a name and I've got a name. You're Mr. F. I'm Miss P. Better get on with the live.
Oh, right. I'll start the stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have you ever in your entire life seen anything quite so brilliant as those? Well, I know you haven't. I haven't. We haven't. We had a parcel from America the other day, and when we opened it, these creatures, these people were inside. I can't believe it's just been the most horrible week for us. We said goodbye to our lovely Bobby last Monday. As you all know, the Queen died on Thursday. It's just been an awful week. And this, without a doubt, has brought us happiness, smile to our faces, and we've put them in a very prominent position where we can see them all day long and all evening long, and they're just joyous. They came from Judy, of course. I can't think of anyone else that would do this. And Miss P herself, she's got this rather wonderful troll hair. She's got pearl earrings, look. She's got gorgeous dungas with paint splashes on them, and a nameplate, Miss P, with pearls around it. She's got a paintbrush, because, you know, she's always painting something. And she's got a pot of Queen's glue. And it even says on it, Queen's glue. I mean, it's sensational. And in a little bag, made out of ticking, no less, is this. It's a little journal. And a little middle for diddle. Look at that. It's so perfect and so tiny. And this has got a little band on it to keep it closed. Little elasticated band. And look what's on the front. A blue tit and pearls. And there you go. Look at all this Edith paper. And it's a perfect little journal. Everything comes in and out. It's perfect, but it's tiny. It's about 1 inch square. Look at all this Edith paper, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I've looked at everything, had everything in and out, and scrutinised everything. Isn't that fabulous? Look at this little tag. It's just so gorgeous. The little corner tuck there. Oh, it's just beautiful. Absolutely fabulous. So that goes like that. That goes in a little bag, because of course she wouldn't be going anywhere without taking journaling stuff with her. That does fit in there very nicely. I love the little bag. I love the handles, all the details, and I love that middle for diddle. It's brilliant. That just hooks on there, so she's ready for the off. Mr. Fix-It, look at his dungarees. Aren't they absolutely brilliant? And he's got this claw, which of course he has in real life, got a claw. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's just showing off now because it's bigger than that one. his dungarees say Mr. Fix-It on them. They're just brilliant. And then this placard saying no gnomes allowed, because you know they are thieves. They are. They steal things. So that's him. He's got rather a shock of hair, but, you know. Look at the little dungarees and the shirt and everything. It's gorgeous. And his little toolbox. Get in there, Chloe. Don't be naughty. This gorgeous little toolbox, and it says Mr. F on it, and it opens up, and it's got the most darling little whack in there. Look at that. So Judy, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough, actually. In a week that has been just felt like bad news upon bad news, really. You brought a real smile to our faces, a really good chuckle. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. We shall treasure them for the rest of our days, I can tell you that. Here you are, Mr. F. Have the terrible twins. Right.
My, you're heavy.
You cheeky boy. Right, okay. Well, I guess that we have to get on and do something. I have prepared little bits today. You'll forgive me if this is not the most cohesive live that I've ever done. I really wasn't sure up until, a little while ago whether I could actually do this. But, yeah, I think I can. So I think today we'll concentrate on this one. You remember last week we started this and we did this gorgeous blue and purple one, and I also did a Tim Holtz one, but I can't switch my mind halfway through from the blue to the Timmy, so I'm going to concentrate just on this one today and see if we can get that a little bit ahead. Then next week we'll do the same well, it won't be the same, it'll be Timmy stuff in the Timmy one. So we did the cover, which I really love, and we got everywhere covered. We got our two side tucks in there, our two envelopes as flippy flappies in there. They work as pockets, tops are open. We've got that to cover, well, it's covered, but something on it. And that's that. And as Judy spotted, there will be a journal going in the centre here, but not today. We've still got loads of decorating to do. So I thought we could start with something nice and easy. Let's start with something nice and easy. I have got my mixed media paper out here, just a piece of that. Doesn't really matter what size it is because we're going to chop it up. And what size shall I make it? Do I want them to go in there? Yeah, let's say I do. So you have to allow for a bit of glue and stuff. So I'll make a mark there, and I'll measure that and let you know what that is. Well, it's just short of 3.5 actually, and height wise to about there, and I'll let you know what that is. That is 5 3/4. So 3.5 by 5 3/4, there or thereabouts. It's not cast in stone. Right, so I probably want 2 of each. What did I say that was? Honestly, turn me round twice and I'm lost. Just short of 3.5. So let's make another one just short of 3.5. And put that to one side because I need that for something later. And this is 5 3/4. So that's going to be our tag. 5 3/4, 5 3/4. So we've got, I'll save those because you never know, sometimes with mixed media paper they come in handy for things. Right, I've just got something that I want to do before we do a roll call, and then it can be drying. That's fine. Glue stick. And this is Tim Holtz, what he calls collage paper. It's what we would call decoupage paper. I forgot what we call it. And you get it. They're really long rolls, these 6 yards long. and they're about 6 inches wide. Oh, I've had this one quite a long time, and it is a bit of a one to tear at the top. So just be careful on yours if you've had yours for a while as well, because they do tear. Anyway, that's fine. That's great. Will it be all right with that? I think so. Oh, that's a pretty one as well, isn't it? See if I can get half of those leaves on one and half on the other. But I'm going to use glue stick. I find glue stick works really well with that collage paper, and some glues don't work quite so well with it. It's funny. You can't just put glue on the top and expect it to stick. It just won't. So I'm going to use glue stick. Mine is as you can see, purple until it dries. So that's okay. That'll let us know when it's dry. So I'm just going to come there, and I want half of those pretty leaves. Just get off. Just stop it. I just want to get that bottom a bit square if I can, like that. That's fine. Just press that on. There, I've got a bit of a wrinkle there. With glue stick, you can actually pull it off and re-stick it, so that's a good thing. So that's that. Oh my goodness, come off, that's it. Right, where are my scissors? Here they are. So I'm just going to snip up there, and then we can leave that to dry. Oh, snipped the wrong side. Up there, yes, this is the side. Well, I mean, both needed to come off. So I'll leave that there to dry, and I'll put one on the other piece, which I thought I'd lost there for a minute, but no. So a bit of glue on here. There we go. Let's get this stuck down. This is so pretty, isn't it? I'm nearly at the... Oh, look, I'm nearly at the end. Oh, no. So stick that on there. That went down wrinkle-free. Oh, that's a shame that I'm at the end of that. 6 yards of it I must have used. Blimey. So I'm just going to cut that, not exactly square yet till it dries, it'll just be easier. Right, so let's just save these 2 last little pieces, pop them back in the thing, and I'll have to order some more of that. So we'll leave those to dry a second, and let's have a roll call and see who's here and who's not.
Ooh. Have we given evening school? Yes, we have. Bernice popped on earlier, but she may not be there now.
No, I think she's gone to be off with her sisters, her brothers and sisters. So have a nice day, Bernice. Well, I hope you had a nice day, Bernice, by the time you watch this.
Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda.
Judy.
Hiya, Judy. Thank you so much for our trolls.
Call her the Troll Mother.
The Troll Mother.
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Chestita.
Hello, lovely Chestita. I hope that you are taking it easy.
Aye.
Consider yourself told.
Janya.
Hello, lovely Janya.
Roz.
Hiya, Roz. I hope you're okay.
Kyung.
Hi, Kyung.
Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Jen.
Hello, lovely Jen.
Mike's away in Ireland.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Tanya.
Hello, Tanya.
Jilly Y.
Who?
Jilly Y.
Jilly. Oh, Jilly. Why?
Gloria.
Hello, Gloria.
The Jersey lady.
The Jersey lady.
Anita.
Hello, Anita.
Matilda.
Hello, Matty.
Corinne.
Hi, Corinne.
Tommy.
Hello, Tommy.
Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
I think that's it, unless I missed you. Shout out.
I'm not... Nancy.
Nancy. Oh,
Hi
yeah,
Nancy. Hi Will.
Hi,
And
Nancy.
hi Jim. I forgot to say hi when I was saying hello to Roz. So I'm not seeing anybody that you haven't said, so I think we're okay. Right. So these drying, yes, they are drying, but they're not quite dry yet. So let's just leave those to one side to dry whilst we do something else. I think I probably need another piece of mixed media paper. Let's do that. Let's just be frivolous, shall we? Frivolous with another sheet of paper. Right, so this is mixed media paper. It's got a slightly rougher side and a slightly smoother side. I'm going to use the slightly smoother side. And I'm going to get my spray bottle. This is just water. And I'm just going to moisten it. Like that. That's sufficient. Now I'm going to use my Dina Wakley gloss sprays. They don't have mica in or anything, but they are glossy. They're glossy acrylic paint is what they are. And they're formulated to come out of this spritzer. Or not. Mr. F has spent a good deal of the morning cleaning my nozzles out. And you do need to give them a good shake. I'm using the colour Aloe, A-L-O-E, not Aloe. I'm using Mineral, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. And you can see at the bottom, it's sort of all the sediment falls to the bottom. So you need to shake it until all that sediment is gone. This one, which is called Heather, also a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous lilac-y colour. I have given these a really good shake this morning, so they're not too bad. And this one, which is white. I don't know where its lid is, so let's hope it doesn't. Right, so are you still damp? No, of course you're not. I've done too much talking. Let's just spray that again. I'm going to put the white down first, and I haven't got a spray box, splat box, so it could go anywhere. The white's decided not to work now. Mr. Could you have a look in there? There is another white. I don't know whether it works or not. It's middle drawer towards the left. No. Ooh. Yeah, what's that pink? I like that. Yeah. Thank you. That one needs cleaning. I don't know if this white's going to work or not, but it's got a chance, hasn't it? I can't even hear the balls rattling inside it. Hi, Linda. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Linda, you missed the trolls.
Working fine.
Oh, it's working fine, is it?
I think it's just because you're pointing downhill.
All right, okay. Can you give that a shake for me,
Do
please?
you need a box at all? Or
Have you got a box?
I can find a box. So one right
You can tell we're dead organised today, can't you? This is going to be dry again. Oh my goodness me. Never mind. Those of you that know me... Oh,
that's not big enough, is it?
no. All right. I'm bearing with.
This pink box, what that probably be?
Oh, that's perfect. I don't know how much it'll stop, but yeah, that's fine. It's grand.
It's got a wonk on it.
Yeah, this is one of Miss P's pink box things.
I don't know why we keep going out of focus.
Oh, sorry about that, peeps. I have to get Mr. F on the job. Right, so once again I'm going to spray it with water. Oh, my goodness me. What are we like today?
I don't know. I don't know why it's doing
It keeps going out of focus.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, I'm going to make a start with this white and I'm going to spray it.
One of them days.
Yeah, it's one of those days. And now I'm going to go in with the heather. Did you get the pink working?
Oh.
So I'm just
Can't multitask.
splattering it around. This is the Mineral, the blue. So I'm trying to get colours that coordinate with the blue and purple paper. So this is the pink. This is called Carnation. It's gorgeous. It needs just a little bit of a shaky. Oh, I love when it does that. I love it. Sort of pushes away from itself. That's, oh, I love that. That's gorgeous. Is Linda not on?
You just said hello to Linda.
Linda Russell, I meant Linda Park, sorry.
Ah.
And now this is the Aloe. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't want too much green on it. Merest hint. Hint of a tint. That's not much green at all. Right, so now looking back, do I need any other colour? I mean, any more of any colour? I might go for a bit more of the heather.
Lorna says hi.
Oh, hello, Lorna. You've been on my mind this week. I don't know why.
Got out of bed for this, so it better be good.
Oh, it's not going to be good today.
Back to bed.
Yeah. And maybe just a tiny bit of this blue. Oh, look at that.
We have Liz, who's new to the lives.
Oh, Liz, you maybe haven't chosen the best day for us. It's been a bit of a week, let's say. So that's that. I love that like it is. I think it's just a gorgeous, messy background, but pretty, so pretty. And I'm going to leave that alone to dry. Well, I might warm it through and then leave it to dry. You've got to be a bit careful with these gloss sprays because they are acrylic and they will kind of melt and bubble if you get too much heat too close to them. So I'm just going to warm this. Who is the new lady?
Liz.
Liz.
But she goes by the name. I'm not find it. Castle Chiswick.
Oh, okay.
A house in Chiswick, I'm guessing.
Chiswick? Well, hi Liz. I'm going to call you Liz because it just seems easier. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm sure everybody on the chat will welcome you. We're a nice bunch of people. I do videos through the week which are probably more informative than the live, let's say. But the live is where I get to know everybody and all my friends hang out here. Well, you know, the people that have become my friends. And hopefully you will become my friend too. So there you go. Right, I've warmed that up so it's, you know, it's going to dry relatively quickly. I'll give that to Mr. F. And now let's go back to these. Are these dry? Are they? Flipping heck. Let's take the heat gun to them then. I don't know if you can hot dry glue stick. Never tried it before. Don't see why you can't. Just short it, doesn't it? It takes a while. It takes a while for it to dry. I'm trying to think what else I had planned for today. I did make a list somewhere along the line. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm depending on these being dry. I can't go ahead until they are. I'll just leave that there just now. Trim them off. Yeah, this week on my videos I've been carrying on with my well, it does involve Tim Holtz, but it's not exclusively Tim Holtz. Correspondence sets. And in a second, while I wait for this to dry, I will get them out and show you where I'm up to with them. I'm thoroughly enjoying making them and I really, really like them. Here's Mr. F. I'll just ask him if he can have a look. Could you have a look in there? There should be 2 correspondence folios, I think.
Near.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of stuff in there, but there should be in there. Right, so that's that trimmed off nicely. Just give them another second or so to dry, and I'll show you where I'm up to with the correspondence journals. These are the laces and trims and stuff that I've got out, thank you, to go with this one. And I thought they looked really nice. I like this blue thin lace, and this is just gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And then this, I didn't even know I had this. It's fabulous, isn't it? Look at that. It's so, so pretty. So those are the trims that I've got out. So I was kind of getting organised. I was thinking about things anyway. These are the correspondence journals. Yeah, this one is more finished than the other. So it opens on magnets, like that. And I've shown you what I did to do that. It's got flippy flaps here, which as yet haven't got the string, button and string thing. You open it up, it's got the metal work there, and then I've got 3 greetings cards in here. You see the papers are all Timmy, and these are the 3 that are going in this one. The birds are from a bird book that I showed you the other day called The Illustrated Book of Birds. And I just fussy cut them out. The flowers I've found in various flower books that I had, and I've just trimmed them, you know, fussy cut them out. Butterflies, they're from a set that I had from somebody on Etsy. But I've just literally collaged a load of little bits. These signatures and the dates, etc. Figure 1, they're from the Tim Holtz rub-ons, which I absolutely love. I'm in love with them. So that's that one. You open it up, it will eventually have a collage there. But that's the inside of the card, so you can write on that. I've done quite a lot of sewing on these, and I've left the back blank. This one is the little robin one. I appreciate that in America your robins look slightly different. You have American robins. These are the little ones that sit on our washing line. Well, the post of the washing line, actually. I'll just collage behind them, put some stamps, some numbers, some butterflies, and that's the inside of that one with a little collage there, and plenty of room to write whatever it is you want to write. And this one, I do like putting the numbers on the front. I like that one actually, with a nice leaf. And inside we've got a birdie with some flowers. And once again, this is coffee stained paper, but it's actually, I'm sorry about the state of my nails because I've been using acrylics. In the correspondence set that I had finished previously, I used coffee stained paper that Kyung had sent me all the way from America, and it's fabulous stuff. And I had been saving it for a really special project. So I've used all that up. So this, I got it on Etsy some time ago, and you just print it out, so you've always got coffee stained paper. So that's the 3 cards that live in there. I like him on the top, I don't know why. And they just pop into that the pockets that we've made for them. And I will at some stage put a string and button closure on there. Then it will have 3 envelopes that go with the 3 cards. I've only made 2 so far. And what I do is I open the envelope up completely, stick on the coffee stained paper, sew round every panel, then stick it together again. I don't put anything on that. It would be easy to, and I sew around it, so it wouldn't really take much doing. But I just like the fact that it's like that, a point of difference really. And that one's pretty much the same. It's just hasn't long been glued. So those are 2 of the envelopes. Need one more to complete the set, and then it's going to have a belly band across here on a magnet to keep those in place. So that's that, and then of course we'll decorate the front and decorate this piece here. The other one is not as far on at all. It's been dunged. That's it. It's got the little collage here. It's got the pockets on, and these have been collaged. It's got the metal bit there, but that's as far as I've got with that one. I haven't got any further with that.
Sharon Hale says hi.
Hi Sharon, hope you're doing all right. You are late to the party, and hi Candace, and you missed the trolls. They'll have to make a reappearance at the end. You need to meet them. You need to meet the trolls.
Mr. Elf says hi.
Hi Mr. Elf, how you doing? Hey, I hope you're doing all right and keeping tracks on that woman and stop her working so much. Here you are, Mr. Elf. Thanks a bunch. Right, let's see if these are dry. Well, dry enough, I would say, for us to start working on. That one obviously had a bit of a blob issue. Right, well, as you will have seen, everywhere on YouTube is full of distress watercolour pencils. And I'm steadfastly not buying them. All right? It's not because I don't love everything distress, because I absolutely do. But I have watercolour pencils. I've got a really lovely set of, I've got watercolour pencils, I've got Inktense pencils, loads of stuff. I really don't need them, although I would love them, but I don't need them. So, but on this occasion, I'm not even going to use watercolour. I'm going to use straight up colouring pencils, crayons, whatever you choose to call them. And I've just sought out some from my set that I think will be the right sort of coloration. And I'm just going to colour them in and see how we get on. So with this collage paper, the good thing about it is it's already got the shading on it for you. So you don't need to be too clever about anything. It's already done. You just need to put your colour on.
Joan says hi.
Hiya, Joan. I haven't seen you for a while.
She's loving the trolls.
Oh, aren't the trolls just sensational? Can you imagine our face when we opened that box? It was unbelievable. So I'm just putting the green on here because these are leaves, so it's got all the shading on it. I don't need to be cute or smart with it. I did try watercolour with these. It does work, but it's tissue paper at the end of the day, so you've got to be quite careful. Some leaves here, look, as well. I'm not going to colour the background. I don't think it needs colouring. But there's something very satisfying about colouring, isn't there? I think, anyway. It's a nice calming thing to do. Any more leaves at all? I'm not seeing any. That might be a leaf there, actually. My glue isn't dry, you see. What happens when your glue isn't dry? You go through it. So I'm just going to take the slightly darker one, having said you don't need to be cute or anything. And I'm just going to go just a little bit round the edge of there. I've honed my points so they're so pointy. I'm having to be careful they don't go through the paper. But that's fine. That's the green done. That's lovely. Now, this big flower here. What colour are we going to make it? I thought I'd laid a yellow out, but I haven't. Well, I'm going to start with the lightest and see where we go. So because it's got the shading on it, if you're painting these, it's really good to paint them from the reverse, and then you don't obliterate the shading. I have done that loads of times. I've shown you that loads of times. So I decided today I'd do something different. But if you paint from the back, it still keeps. I'd use acrylics. Watercolours might just be too much for the collage paper. And you keep all the shading, of course, in front of it, so when you turn it over, it looks like you've been very clever. But this is just colouring these in, and I will come in with another colour. But I think these will be nice. If you haven't got these and you're following along with what I'm doing and you haven't got collage paper, use a stamp. The stamp will be fine, and colour the stamp in. I'm sure we all have stamps with flowers on. So yeah, last week I watched Timmy's live where he introduced us to the Distress watercolour pencils. Has anybody actually bought them? Anybody who's watching bought them? What do you think of them? I think they're probably pretty much the same as any woodless crayons, watercolour crayons, except they are in the Distress line, so they're in that palette, and I guess that's their point of difference, really. So if you can pick out of your crayon tin or whatever some colours that you think go with the Distress line, then you're probably going to be all right. Right, there we are. So that's lightly coloured in with this lightest colour. I'm just going to go straight in with the darkest one, I think. Just come out from the middle just a bit.
Generally says she'll wait till you get them. Happy face.
I'm really doing my best not to. I really, really am. Because like I say, I've got sets of watercolour pencils, and they're not cheap, are they? £70 are they for the whole set? 70 odd, 76?
£25 each, aren't they?
Oh, 75. I mean...
Rhonda says she's got set one.
Oh yeah, that's right, you said. How are you finding them, Rhonda? What?
She says, I like them for what they are.
Right.
Which is a bit...
enigmatic. Yeah. Well, that's it, is it? I don't think you can expect them to be sticks of magic. The watercolour crayons at the end of the day. That's what they are.
They'd be called watercolour wands.
Watercolour wands. These little berries here I'm going to do in blue. I'm going to do in light blue first. I need to come back to the middle of this, but I need to get a yellow out. So I'm just going to colour these in light blue, and then I'm going to come back with a darker blue.
Matilda says craft supplies are expensive.
Oh, they are, aren't they? Sometimes if you can find the same thing, like I wanted some of that ball chain, with the little canoes that hold it together, and Tim Holtz does it, but it's a price. But so I told Mr. F, see if he could find it somewhere else, and he found it on Ali, but nothing to do with crafts. I'll colour this one in with the blue, I think. And it was, how many yards did we get?
10 metres.
10 metres.
33 feet.
Yeah, 33 feet. That's a lot. That's a long way. He stretched it out in our living room so he could measure it. I don't know why he wanted to, and he did, and that's what it measured.
I get obsessed with measuring things.
Well, you should put a little measuring tape in your toolbox.
It's your fault. You said I'd never measure up.
Simply not true. So these aren't water-soluble pencils. These are just straight up pencils. There's some leaves that I forgot to colour, look.
Tammy says, can you show her an example of the ball chain?
Yeah. It's 2mm is what you need to know. I'll just finish this leaf and then I'll show you. Or Mr. F will show you. And I shall carry on. Oh, it's still a bit wet here, so I'm going to have to take care. Yeah, that's it.
2mm ball chain.
How much was it again?
I think it was about £6 for the 33 feet and 200 of the little canoes.
So yeah, I mean, come on, that is cheap, isn't it? And I'm going to use a bit of it today for on one of the tags. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing. So isn't this a nice relaxing thing to do? It's just easy. You can't go wrong, I don't think. Just colouring in. Matty, you will find this just easier than easy because you do some really beautiful complex things. So I'm just going to go around parts of this with a darker blue. Just add a little bit of my own shading to the shading that's already there. Just liven it up a little bit. So I hope you like it. Oh, that's the wet bit. Careful. If you've got pointy crayons like me, be careful if your tissue isn't quite dry, so I can feel it wanting to go through it. Where do I go here? Right, so there we are. I've coloured the greens, I've coloured the two flowers separate colour. I think they look nice, I like them. I need some yellow or something to go in there, so I'll just have to find something. Find a yellow. That's a nice sort of ochre colour, let's go with that. I don't want to colour each single one in, just want to give the idea that it's kind of yellow in the centre, like that, it's fine. And then these ones might need a bit more care and attention. There we go, I like that actually. So where was I going to put it? I was going to put it in here, wasn't I? So let's just check that that fits. Glue doesn't half spread, doesn't it? Let's just check. I don't want to burst my way out the bottom. That is perfect size, I would say. Right, what I'm going to do now then is round off the corners of that. Yeah, here we are. I'm just going to use the 1/4 inch one. That'll be ample enough. And if you're going to sew, now is a good time to sew. And all I'm going to do is colour around the edge. There we go. Now I don't know if the ink, distress ink, will stick to this or not, but I have a contingency plan if not. This is Faded Jeans Distress ink. Yeah, that's alright, sticking to it. So just ink around the edge. I do love this Faded Jeans colour. It's just fabulous. There we are. The back, yeah, that's still clean. You could write on that, definitely. I'm just going to go around again with this. Just deepen it up a little bit. Yeah, I wish we had a Dollar Tree. We used to have Poundland. In fact, I think it might still be going, but in the nearest place to us, they shut down. So there we are. That's that. It's very pretty, I think. Do you think? Do you like it? Do you like Mr. M?
I do. It's very pretty.
Does it need more colour or less colour, or what we are? Are we all right? I think it's okay. Okay, so let's pop it into there. Lovely, that's great. So now what we need to and I've still got this one, which goes that way, which I can put in there. I like that, that's fine. But I think what we do need to do is dress up this a little bit. So I have die cut some flowers. These are all the wild, what are they called? Wildflower stems. Yes, that's what they're called. And I've cut them in 3 different shades of, well, lilac, purple, whatever. And I thought that they would look quite nice up there. I like that one because it's tall and thin, and I need something really tall and thin to go up there. There's not much real estate, so that could go like that. What else have I got? I've got this one. Yeah, that could go like that. What else have I got? I've got quite a lot actually. I've got this one. Oh. Crashing into the party. That one, no, I want something that's darker a bit, so it could be that looks like that's about my, hang on, that's a bit darker. I thought I'd cut out quite a lot in the dark purple, but it transpires that I haven't. See, that's the same as that. It's not quite right. So yeah, I'm going to use this one. Just pop it there like that. And I've got some leaves as well that are cut out in the 3 colours. Just some little ones. Like that one goes there, perhaps. No, I like it better without the leaves on. Right, let's stick these down then. So this is the first one. Not inking it or anything like that. I don't want to ink it. Therefore I shan't.
Jen loves how much you make use of your Timmy Wildflower dyes.
Oh, I really, really, really do. I think there's, well, excuse me, I think seldom a day goes by when I don't cut any. And it's made so much easier now. I've got my Tiny Tim, otherwise known as is he a sidekick? Is it called a sidekick?
Yep.
Which just lives on the drawers right here beside me. And the wildflower dyes live in the drawer just beside me. So they're really, it's just so much easier to cut them. I mean, you know, it's not a trauma standing up to use the big one, but this is just easier.
Debbie Marie says hi.
Hello, Debbie Marie. Nice of you to join us, thank you.
Matilda loves your colour choices.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to have to stop and have a drink because Perish had thought my voice would go. Wouldn't that be awful?
Oh, it'd be tragic.
There we go. Yes. Maybe not back to full throttle. I seem to have spent a large part of this last week crying. Maybe that's what it is.
Jenny says you need your rum and coke.
I do need rum and coke. I need proper rum and coke, I think.
And it says Tiny Timmy, your sidekick.
Yeah. I've got two. I've got Mr. F and Tiny Timmy. Tiny Timmy, not that I'm saying Mr. F isn't useful, because he is. Tiny Timmy is so blooming useful, honestly, really is. He's just there. He's just available at all hours. I'm just going to cut the bottom of that off, I think.
And I'm not.
You are, yes, of course you are, my dear. So,
Jenny says, oh, Miss P, I wish I could just give you the biggest hug.
oh, thank you. What did I do? Where's my blinking... Here it is. I'm just going to pop that there, and I think that's going to look nice. You can go to town decorating yours if you want. I kind of like the fact that these papers are subdued. They're not in your face. So I'm kind of going along with those colours. There we go. Now just want a little bit of something on the bottom, and I found this washi tape that I've got, which is the most unstickable washi tape you've ever seen in your life. But I thought that might go along there. So I'm just going to cut that there, and then I'm going to tear it in half. Or something, I'm going to tear it long ways on. Like that. And I'm going to stick that on there. You can't hardly see it, but I know it's there. Like that, right. So it's just like they're sort of held in place by that tape. They're not, because they're glued down. But there we go, that's that. I hope you like it. I hope I'm not just wasting my time. So there we are, that's that. And the card behind it. Right, okay. So shall we go on with the other thing that's drying at the minute? I'll lay that up there. And reach this box over. Oh, put my crayons to one side.
Candice says the gorgeous paper, she needs them.
Ah, were you watching last week, Candice, when I told you where to get them? I'll just show you again. That's one of the pages that I haven't as yet molested. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so, so gorgeous. Yeah, here we go. Thank you, my love. Is it dry? Yeah,
so.
it's dry. Marvellous. Yeah, this blue paper, it's a set. These are the details. The shop's called Weathered Textures. And she doesn't seem to name any of her kits, but it does kind of imply this is kit 72. But if you go around it, and it was on sale last week. I don't know what price it is now, but that was the price last week. But it's by Weathered Textures, and I defy you to go to her shop and just buy one kit. I mean, they're all just gorgeous. Not all.
Said, yes, she did go shopping, of course.
Oh, of course. Let me just get these scissors that have fallen on the floor. Right. So I can pop that away as well, because I don't need that. So I thought that I could make this. Isn't that so pretty? It's so muted and soft, but so pretty.
Candice says a couple fell into her basket.
Just happens, doesn't it? You're just having a look, willy-nilly.
Justita says she brought them all.
They are lovely though, and I'm sure, you know, as weeks progress we'll use them, because yeah, I bought some as well. I bought the concrete backgrounds because I really liked them. Oh, I don't know what I bought. Loads. Right, let me have a look at my list to see what I thought I was going to do. Colour the collage paper, yeah. Make the cut envelope into a pocket, yeah, okay. Decorate envelope flips with die cuts. Spray flowers. Spray flowers. Make tag background with acrylic sprays. Done that. Spray flowers. I've no idea what I thought I was going to do. Not a clue. Anyway, yes, I was going to make these envelopes into pockets. You know, you remember we had the envelope and we cut the top bit off? Well, this is what I was left with. And I said to you at the time, keep hold of them. I'm sure they'll come in useful. So for these two bits, you know, it's like this. You open it up, you've got these two bits. I'm going to put a pocket, certainly on this side anyway. So I'm just going to stick that closed.
Nancy says, oh my goodness, this is absolutely gorgeous and I love the colours.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
And Judy says that one's still on sale for $1.10.
Honestly, it's like nothing, is it? You know, it's half the price of a cup of coffee. So I'm told. I don't pay that for coffee, I'll have you know. It's just ludicrous. I'd pay that for coffee when I can make it at home. Right, so that's going to be our pocket. So I'm going to decorate that up. In fact, I'll decorate two up. I might not put them facing each other, but I might. But while I'm doing it, I might as well decorate two, hadn't I? And then we've got them. Yeah, I must admit, Nancy, I'm kind of in your corner. I know Judy likes blue as well. But I know you like the lilacs and the blues and whatever, and so do I. Right, so they're going to go there. They're sealed up now. They're like ready-made little pockets. Look at that. So let's put that out of harm's way before it gets splashed or something. I'm going to go around it with ink.
Peasy has been distracted by lunch that Mr. Elf brought her.
Oh, well done, Mr. Elf.
Hamburger steaks, squash tatties and sliced tomato.
Well, that sounds divine. Absolutely delicious. So I'm just inking round it with my faded jeans.
And Jenny says you don't want to know what she spends for coffee.
I dread to think what you spend for coffee. I do, honestly. We used to always have we just have instant coffee. We don't have fancy pants stuff at all. And we used to always have Nescafe Gold Blend. And then one day, Mr. F, I mean, we had it for years. We were like absolutely addicted to the stuff. Sometimes other things would be on offer and we'd say, you know, like half price. Well, we'll get a jar of that. You know, it's so much cheaper. And one day, Mr. F was shopping during COVID times. So I was at home and he went out by himself. And he came back with this jar and it was exactly the same as the Gold Blend. But when you looked at it, it said smooth, Nescafe smooth. So given that you couldn't just run to the shop, or you didn't want to be running to the shop every couple of minutes, we thought we'd drink it. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Mr. F?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. So now that is our coffee of choice. Right, I'm going to cover this with that because I kind of like it. So let me measure this. It's a sensible thing. 3.5 by what's that? 2 3/4. 3.5. Let's cut this off at 3.5, shall we? That might be no, it'd be better to cut it off the other way. Let's just hold that up there. Make a mark. So I don't want it to go right to the edge. So make a mark there. Cut that off and then I should have enough to cover the two. I should still have enough left to do something with. I don't know what. Right. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's just pretty. So, does that fit nicely? Yes, of course it does. Of course it does. So, I'm just going to mark that there and cut that. And let's just do the other one. I'm sure it's the same. Mark that there. So we'll cut these two. I think I might have got round the problem of cutting my t-shirt up. those of you that cast your mind back for a little while will remember that I said I had all these cut marks in my t-shirt and I couldn't work out where they'd come from. And then I worked out it was using the Timmy trimmer, but really, because I'm always short of space, so I was using it up here right next to my tummy, and I was getting all cut marks on my t-shirt. Well, now I've got a t-shirt that's actually quite figure hugging. Don't want to be hugging my figure, but it is. And so I don't think it's going to get caught in the trimmer anymore. That would be excellent, actually. Right, I'm just going to rub these things off. I'm just going to go around the very edge of that because it's quite white on the edge.
Julie says, after your encouragement last week, she followed your easy peasy journal instructions and made a first journal.
Wow!
Thank you, Miss P, for all your help.
Oh, that is absolutely fabulous. That's really good, isn't it? I must say that the Distress ink does not want to stick to the acrylic. So I have a plan. I have a cunning plan. Distress crayon. That will stick. I don't want masses though. So I'm just going to go just around the edge. Just a little bit. I hope that I'm not adding too much to anybody's list today, but I am actually using loads of stuff, aren't I? Sorry. Right, there we are. Now, if you just put some water out, dampen your finger, you can smudge that quite easily. It will smudge without water, but it smudges a darn sight better with it. Just give us a nice border there. And that'll go in there, that looks nice. I've hardly got any crayon on this, never mind.
Judy says, good for you, Julie. She loves the easy peasy and she's working on 3 of them.
Oh, my goodness, Judy. Just get my clean Timmy towel out. Look at this, clean Timmy towel.
And Jen says the next Timmy product, a leather apron for those that get their clothes in the way of the trimmer, on sale soon.
No, it's awful, isn't it? It was right on my tummy. Right, so I'm going to stick those down onto there. I think that's quite nice. Before I do that, I'll tell you, I want to stick some trim on it. So I'm going to use this light blue, this thin light blue. I think that might look quite nice. I think so. I've also got that washi, don't forget, which is quite nice. And this gorgeous, gorgeous, this. I don't think that's going to stand out enough. It's beautiful, but it doesn't stand out. So I'm going to put some washi along the top. I'm just going to put some glue down first, because I know the washi won't stay stuck. Just won't. So let's put that there, right along the top. Like that. You know, washi, in my craft room anyway, I don't know about yours, it's very underused. I've got tons of this blinking stuff, tons of it, and yet I very seldom think about using it. I'm just going to put some glue on the back of here and stick those ends down, and then we'll get a nice, it'll be nice on the side then. It'll look finished. Like that, there we go. And then I'm going to put my blue trim on. Where's the end? Here's the end. This looks like it needs ironing, but it'll be fine once it's on. I think that's going to look nice actually. Yeah, okay. Now for this I'm going to use my collal, says she, scouring round to find collal. Where is my collal? Can you see my colour from there? There it is. It's hiding behind the this, which is called an iPad. Oh dear. I just find collall holds fabric better than Queen's glue, so I'll use that. Is there right and wrong? Yeah, I think that's the right. So I'm just going to pop that there. The glue is going to squelch. I'll get my Timmy towel on the job. Let's just trim that there. Press that down, lovely. Now then, I could fold that over. I think that might look better, you know. I'm going to do that. That is exactly what I'm going to do. Just a little bit of glue there and there. I don't need all that length. So I'm just going to trim that off. And fold that over, you know, tightly. Don't leave it baggy on the sides. Nobody wants baggy on the sides. Fold that. Just hold that for a sec till it catches. Right, so there we are. We've got that. That's pretty. But I also this morning found this bag of white flowers. I think I got them from Hobbycraft, but I can't be sure. And I sprayed some of them with those Dina Wakley sprays, but they're a bit wishy-washy. They've come out a little bit wishy-washy. There's another one. I thought I'd done 5. So what I'm going to do is use my Distress paints. I just think a couple of these would look quite nice. You know, there. I didn't have one in my hand like that. But I need them just a little bit more oomph than that. So I've got out Kitsch Flamingo, Faded Jeans and Dusty Concord. Okay. So I'm going to paint them just like with a brush. That's it. I knew I had some cloth somewhere. So, you know, this is nothing special. It's just splotching stuff on. So this is just that. It's a drop, and I still have too much at that. This is Kitsch Flamingo, which I don't think I've ever used before. I certainly don't have it in an ink or anything. There we go. Right. So I'm just going to take the pink, doesn't matter which way you do it, and I'm just going to touch various bits in. Nothing ordered at all about this. In fact, I think if you were to sort of make them look ordered, they might look a bit wrong. But that's up to you. There we are. Into the Dusty Concord. Just a little bit of that. And if it's too dark or anything, don't worry, because it can go back with the Kitsch Flamingo over the top. So you can't go wrong really, because you can just paint more over the top. I don't think this one had any Kitsch Flamingo on it. Oh well, never mind. Right, so that's fine. So now I'm just going to go into the Faded Jeans now. Just add little bits of blue. So they're just multicoloured flowers really that happen to be in the same shades as our book now, our journal. So which 3 topics have you chosen then, Judy, for yours? Or what, you know, what's the That's the theme. Don't forget, I want to show the troll family again. Just need a little bit of pink on there. Right, so there we are. I think they look quite nice actually. They're in keeping. There's nothing special, just a bit of blobbiness. And I did also look out this sheet of, you know, bling, sticky bling. So I'll just waft the dryer over those a minute. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to have to get rid of this, otherwise it'll dry and it'll be awkward to get off. Ah, they're alive! I don't know why I did 5. 6 would have been a much better number, but 5 it is. Mr. F's shown me something about the trolls that's very rude. Very rude indeed. See if they're dry. Yeah, they're dry. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put 2 or 3, I think, on each one. Here. That's just, oh yeah, they're nice. I like them. I think 2 possibly.
Peg says hi.
Hi, Peg.
She's a bit late, so she can watch the replay.
Okay, fair enough. Well, this is where you joined when I said hi, Peg. So you don't need to watch it from here on because you'll have seen it already. Yeah. Do I want bling on there? Yeah, I think so. I mean, why not? Let's stick them on. Let's stick them on. See what we think.
Judy says one is the island cow.
Oh yes, that's right. I saw that.
One's a little pink one.
Right.
And the other's the ugly Edith paper.
The what?
Ugly Edith paper.
Ugly.
You know that paper that came free with the magazine?
Oh yeah.
It's quite shiny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's not the nicest
No.
Edith thing in the world. But she's been using that up.
Ah, well that's great. If you've got any transparent gesso, you could paint over it with transparent gesso and knock that shine right off it. Right, so I probably should have stuck those on with collal, but you've got the idea. So let's see if we can stick some. I'm going to put a wee bit of glue in the centre of each one. These look like they don't want to stick. I'm just going to use some collal on them.
Jen's got to go.
Oh, okay, Jen.
Mike's made it to Cork.
Oh!
So she's going to go and have a talk.
Oh, well, send him our best, please. And I'll see you soon, I hope. Well, next Sunday. Take care. There we go. Right. They should be fine now with the collal. And the bling will be fine with the Queen's glue as well. So, right, I'm going to try this pink. It's painfully obviously blue in there. Just give that a bit of a push down. That glue dries clear, so it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm going to use blue again. I could use pink. I've got pink. That's just got a little bit of like glue on the side. A little bit of glue in the centre. There we go. Stick this down. Press it down like that. That's fine. They'll find their own happy place eventually. So I'm going to do a similar thing to this to the other envelope pocket that we've got. And what I was thinking of doing, but I'm not sure, was printing, stamping a butterfly and painting it. I might do that. Why not? What have we got to lose? So I've got my, these are darkroom door stamps. Do love darkroom door. So here are my butterflies. I've got lots of sizes. That's why I like this set over the Stampers Anonymous set, because there's so many small butterflies and they tend to be what I'm going for rather more than the big ones. But I do want one that I can paint if possible. That one might be the best bet. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that one would be all right. Let's get my stamping block out. Oh yeah, that's right. I've also got that massive dragonfly. But let's try this butterfly. So stick them on there. And I'm using grey VersaFine Clair. It's called Morning Mist. And I prefer to stamp, if I'm going to paint or anything like that, I prefer to stamp with grey. The black I find just a little harsh. Right, I'm going to put him on a bit of an angle because I can't guarantee I could get him straight. So I'm taking the wuss's way out. Stamp him down there. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? But we'll give him a waft over and then I'll add some colour to him. I do like that washi tape. It's pretty, isn't it? Just the right colour for our project.
It's not wishy-washy.
It's not wishy-washy. Right, so I want to paint this, but I want to use, actually I'm wondering if I would be better off with coloured pencils. I think so on this occasion, because this envelope, oh no, I did it on, come on girl, get a grip, you did it on mixed media paper. So, same colours again, I guess. Let's just put a little drop of those out. That's all I'm putting out. I don't think that I need any more than that. Ooh, that's a lot of purple. It's very runny, this paint. I don't think I need any more than that. But if I do, I can always get it out, can't I? So let's take the blue, just go around the edge. Around the edge of him. Like that. Do the same on the other side, because they're symmetrical. Like that. Then I'll take some purple, just overlap where you've done the blue, and then it just sort of melds together nicely. There's no nasty join. Painting butterflies got to be such one of life's pleasures. I mean, especially when it's like this sort of, easy peasy kind of thing. Then I'm going to take the purple and go around here. So Judy, you're going to have to sort your own colours out, I'm afraid, girl. There we go. Let's make that nicer. And then I'm going to take the pink, come in here, just mix it, pull it from the purple in, like that, so it just all marries together. So start off in the purple and pull it inwards, like that, in towards its body. There you go. And then I'm going to try a bit of pink in there, but I might have to wait till it dries. Oh no, I think we're all right. There we go. So there we have our little butterfly. Pretty. He needs a black body for sure. Look how much paint I've got left over. Masses. So I'm just going to use the black soot and just give him a little black body if I can. This isn't the smallest of brushes, so that's fine. And he's got little antenna. His head's a bit fatter than that because he's got to think about things, hasn't he? There we are, that's fine. So there's our butterfly. We've got our pretty flowers there. I'll just give that a bit of before I do, let me get rid of that. See, if you were all sorted and you had all your envelopes ready or whatever it was, then you know you wouldn't be wasting all this paint. But it's just the circumstances, you know, that when you're doing a live, you've got to move along. People get fed up watching the same thing. Right, so let's just waft some heat over that. Dry that off. It's pretty, isn't it? It's a pretty little pocket, I think. Do you think that's pretty, Mr.
I do think it's a pretty little pocket, yes.
Well, that's good. That's lovely. So we've used the background to the max, I think. You know, it is a background, but it's really pretty. So where's our journal gone? There it is. So I'm going to pop that there. I think that's going to look really rather nice. Oh, I haven't stuck it onto the envelope yet. What a ninny. What a ninny I am. Yeah, that's fine. So let's stick that onto there. You know, it's funny, isn't it? When you're crafting, you're not aware that you're concentrating. You know, I listen to the telly or whatever, but you definitely are concentrating, and it becomes notable when you start talking to somebody. Like when I start talking to Mr. F or whatever, I start making mistakes. You know, you don't measure things properly. You're not, you know, I'd forgotten that I hadn't stuck this to the envelope, that sort of thing. So I'm thinking that we must concentrate more than we think we do. Right, is that on something a bit square? I think so. There we go. Lovely. Just to get my errant bone folder, just press it down. Right, now I can stick this onto there. Do you see why I generally don't stick the back page on? Because it's the one that's always getting trailed through all the muck. So this can go on. Unfortunately, I've stuck that on the right way because I was not thinking about that. That would have been a pest. There we are. Right, so I want that something like central on there, up a little bit from the bottom, just so it's sitting nicely on there. That's that. There we go. Right, so I just want to do quickly one more tag just to go into here, and then I'll leave you in peace. Where's my background? Here it is. So I want a piece that is, where's my ruler? Ruler. Where is my ruler? I don't know. Let's measure this then by doing this. I want it to be that wide. And I'll measure that in a bit and let you know. And I want it to be that tall. Okay, so let's see what that actually is. It's 3 1/4 inches, so let's trim that off first. Yeah, 3 1/4. Lovely. And trim it off where the mark is, and I'll let you know what that is. It's 5 1/2. Very similar to the last one then. There we go. So we've got some little bits left over. Right. So yeah, it's going to get, you know, the corners cut. See, here's my little Timmy right here. So I'm going to use medium-ish corners. Those ones, in fact. Like that. And what I want to do is use a stamp. What I was telling you before, using the collage paper, and I said you can just use a stamp. I just want to show you how I use a stamp. You know what I do. So I've got this one here. Let's just check that it's going to fit on. Yes, just. And once again, I'm going to stamp it in grey. This is a rare earth stamp. I'm not even sure if you can get it anymore, but any of your floral stamps will do. There we go. Let's get this on here. It just fits. Better take that off, I think. Yeah, there we go. So it's a really pretty stamp, that one. So I'm gonna, what shall I do? Shall I use paints or crayons or what? What shall I do? What shall I do? I'll use paints. I'll use paints because I like using them. So I'm going to do my greens in peeled paint and rustic wilderness. That's just what I'm using. Use what you've got. If you've got, you know, paints that aren't distress paints, great. I'm just going to put 2 drops out. I may need to come back for more, and I'm going to just put 1 drop out of the rustic wilderness, like that. So you can see, if you're only using these amount of paints each time, they're going to last you forever. So I'm just going to paint my leaves with the green, and I don't want too much paint on there. I want to see the shadow coming through, really. You could use crayons, of course you could. You could use watercolour crayons, you could use the new Fancy Pants Distress crayons. And you use felt pens, you could use alcohol markers, anything that's going to get your colour down on here. Absolutely anything. And just not too much. If you're using ordinary acrylic, just be careful because it could swamp the pattern very easily. These distress paints are a bit of a different animal, actually. I like them a lot. There we are, that's those ones done. So I'm just being careful not to put too much on so I can still see the shading, etc. underneath. and then it's doing that job for me, you know. But you see how far that little drop of paint's gone.
Jen says it's a great way to save a bad stamping job. Just add a little paint.
Who said that, Jen?
Jen.
You are right. That's the second time you've now shown me how I can salvage a really rubbish stamp. Right, so there we are, that's that. Now I want to put some shading on it. You don't have to. Oh, there's another leaf there. Missed. But you know what I like, you know how I like to put shading on things. Can't help myself. Cannot help it. So there we are. So that rustic wilderness is too dark. So what I'm going to do is just take a drop on my brush and mix it up with the paint that I just have been using, the peeled paint. Is it peeled paint? Yeah. So it's just going to darken that peeled paint just a touch. And I'm just going to come in and just put a little bit of shade on there. And it's not essential. You don't have to do it. It's just me. I hate to say it. It's just the way I am. I'm mad about shading things. I think it just brings them to life a bit more. And that wants to be quite dark in there. But you don't have to do this. Absolutely, you do not. So I'm nearly at the end of that paint now. That's good, it's lasted us all that time. So I just want to do the stems now. All right, Mr. Ev?
Yeah, Mattie's just saying she wants to learn to draw flowers.
Oh, right.
How hard can it be?
It isn't. It absolutely isn't hard. The hardest thing is believing that you can, I think. So many people think they can't draw. And of course you can't blooming draw as soon as you pick up the pencil. I keep saying this, I've said it to the point of tedium, but, you know, think about pianists, concert pianists. They were not born knowing how to play like that. They practice. They practice every single day. And it's the same with drawing. You know, we don't know the fine points about drawing. You have to learn and you have to practice. And I'll tell you, if you draw a flower every single day, within a month, within a fortnight, you'll see a huge progression in your work. You really will. It's just the way it is. So challenge yourself to draw a flower, not a very difficult one. Maybe one you've got a stamp of like this, every single day. And yeah, you'll be flying in no time. Right, so I've got...
Jen said she missed the stamping colour. Is it grey again?
Yeah, it is. It's Versafine Clair Morning Mist. I like that. It's nice. So I'm going to use my Dusty Concord again. And my Kitsch Flamingo. Right. Not sure how I'm going to do this, but maybe the same way as I did the butterfly. Start off on the edge with the purple, do you think? Yeah, why not?
Jung says, great idea, Miss P. I'm going to do that, a flower a day.
Yeah, honestly, it's true. You just have to learn. There's no other way of putting it. It's amazing how soon you look at your work and think, oh, you know, I can draw. But similarly, I don't draw very often nowadays, and it's amazing how quickly you lose the ability to be able to draw. It's quite sad, really. I need to start practicing myself. So it looks like I'm just painting all these petals purple. That's what it looks like I'm doing, because that's what I am doing. I didn't have a sort of plan beforehand. You should not go around without plans. It's bad. Right, so there we are, we've got that. So I'm going to go into the pink. I'm going to just rinse that purple off my brush. Go into the pink. I think I'm going to start from the centre and just pull out. I don't know if it's going to make a whole lot of difference or not. It'll make some difference. Give us a bit of shading if nothing else. You might be, yeah, I'm doing this, and then you might be well advised to dry it and then go, because this distress paint, as with all acrylics, you can move it around as you like when it's wet. Put water on it, you can make it run, you can do all sorts of things. But once it dries, it's permanent. So if you leave that to dry, as it is there, and then come back in with your pink, you can lay another layer of the pink over the top. So I think I'll just waft that dry a little bit and see if I can show you what I mean. I don't want to dry these because I still want them. So I'll dry it over here. They won't take long to dry, they're not very thick. Well, when I came on it was a lovely sunny day, and now it's rainy, miserable. Nights are really cutting in as well. Is that dry? Nearly. It's nearly dry. Let's give it a shot. Into the pink again. And then this time it will sit more on the surface. I'm aware that it's not really, really, really dry. But I'm hoping that you can see what I'm talking about. And that I'm not just talking rubbish. Again. I'm always talking rubbish. There we go. So from that stamp, we've made it our own. We've made it fit into our... There you go. I need a centre in it. I can't live without a centre in it. Where's my yellow? I thought I had my yellow out. Mr. F, please could you find some yellow? Oh, dear. Thought I had it. This is squeezed lemonade. It's not the best of colours really for the centre. Something like fossilised amber or something like that would do better. But this is what I've got. This is what I'm using. So just into the yellow. Let's just splotch that around in the centre a little bit. Like that. That's fine. Then let's just dry that centre. Look at all this paint I've got left from just one. You saw me put it out, it's just one drop. See if I can get this dry and then we can finish that centre. I'm going to use Vintage Photo. I do oh my goodness, look at the amount. I do love my distress paints. I love them. So I'm just going to go around the edge, like I do with the daisy when I make the daisy. Just give it a bit of... And this is black soot. And that's enough to do a million flowers. So I'm just going to put some little spots in. There we are. Right, that's that. That's the painting done. So now I know that I can't get distress ink to sit on top of this acrylic that's on here. Let me just clean this up a little bit before I stick my new t-shirt in it. And that'll be the end of that. You alright, Mr. F?
Yeah.
So I've had a bit of a painting and colouring day today. I mean, I'm sure I haven't told you anything that you didn't already know, but I might have given you some ideas, who knows. I hope so. So what I'm going to do is back to the Distress crayon. which is different to the distress pencils, and I'm just going to go around the outside a bit more, laying a bit more down than I did when we did the envelopes, because I do want this to be quite a border on it. There we are, and just spray some water down so I can get some on my finger. And just pull that out a little bit. There we are. I've missed this bit out here, or I've rubbed it all away, possibly.
Cher says you're rocking the nail colour.
Thanks, Shaz. I hope you're doing all right. So that's that. That's pretty much that. I'm thinking I've lost some detail somewhere along the line in the centre of my flower. And that being the case, what you can do, if you're brave enough.
Candy say, what is the benefit of the crayons?
They just adhere over the acrylic paint. The acrylic paint is like, you know, the distress collage medium that you use as a glue. You won't get ink to stick over the top of it. Whereas this, when it's dry, it sticks on there. So that's why I use the crayons in that situation. Right, I'm going to be brave here. Shall I be brave, Mr. F? Or?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Big girl pants.
Right. I'm going to go around the petals of my flower, because I've lost them somewhere. Can you feel the concentration? Just too much paint. I warned myself not to use too much. Did I listen? Heck no. But this will bring it back to life. Hopefully.
Lorna's got to run.
Oh, thanks for sticking with me, Lorna. Take care as you go. And I'm just going to draw around that centre, just to bring it to life a little bit. Okay, yes, we all know where it's going now. Might as well have stamped in black. But this is different. This is a kind of different mark. It's a different mark that this makes. And you can make it quite, I don't know where that goes. Quite rough if you want to, which I quite like sometimes. I like that. That's gone rough, but I like it.
Because there's nothing to stop you re-stamping over the top once you've painted it.
No, especially if you do it in a stamping press, you can do that. You might find it difficult to do without a stamping press, but you certainly can stamp over the top again. But you know, you need it in exactly the right place, so a stamping press is the way forward for that idea. But this is looking all right now, I think. It's looking a bit better. A bit more like the thing. Yeah, there we go. I like that now. That's better. So, right. Finally, we got there. This is going to go in our envelope, isn't it? That was the idea. Anyway. Blimey, that's well stuck down. Where's my tweezers? Oh, that's my crayon on the floor. Yeah, I think I just had a little tiny bit of glue at the top. So there we are. So that needs some, just pick my crayon up. It needs some lace or frou-frou of some sort at the top, but I'll do that, you know how to do that. So there we have it. I don't know what we've all done today, nothing. Oh, well, yeah, maybe something. I've done that, I did that, so you can see about using the collage paper and crayons. And I'll probably do another one for the other, the one that's on the other side. And then we did this with the envelope, part of the envelope. And that is it. That's all we've achieved today. It's taken hours and hours to do it. But, you know, I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me just put these to the side, and I'm just going to ask Mr. F if he would bring on the trolls. Yeah, we need our prompt for next week as well, don't we? For those of you still doing the prompts that we do weekly, let me see. Mr. F, have you sorted out the prompt for next week? He's not speaking to me.
He's thinking.
He's thinking.
I don't know.
Have you? Have you?
Check me pockets.
Oh, she's going to give you a kiss. She's going to give you a kiss. Look at these. Are these not just the best things? If you missed them at the beginning, Judy Hoff, our lovely American friend, sent us these. They arrived, I tell you, just at exactly the right time. And, well, I'll start with Miss P. She's got a paint splashed dungarees on with a name here with pearls around it. It's fabulous. Pearl earrings, if you don't mind. A paintbrush. She's obviously been painting in the same colour as we've been using today. Queen's glue in this hand, ready to go at all times. And a gorgeous little tote bag. And in it is a little middle for diddle. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. It's just incredible. Incredible. Yeah. And within the book is a tiny, teeny, tiny little journal. An Edith journal. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Judy. It's just, they just absolutely could not have arrived at a better time. And they will be, honestly, when I say this, I mean it. They will be treasured till the day we die. Definitely. Fabulous. And Mr. F here with his claw. His dungas on that says Mr. F. Oh, yeah, there's the claw making a horrible noise on the glass. Oh, don't do that. And his placard that says, "No gnomes allowed." Because, as you know, we had a spate of gnomes stealing things from this desk. It happened about the same time as Catkin learned how to jump up here. Yeah, with his Mr. Fix-It dungas and his Mr. Fix-It toolbox. And inside the toolbox is a teeny tiny little whack-whack, which comes out. It's usable. You could actually whack something with that. It's fabulous. Look at it. So I can't thank you enough for those, Judy. Really, honestly, brilliant. I love them. We both love them, actually. And we'll treasure them, absolutely treasure them. So that's Mr. F. Here's Miss P. Mr. F's toolbox, Miss F's tote. Aren't they brilliant? Thank you so much. So the prompt for next week, I'll lie them down so you can see them, is my guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure. Find out about you lot now, won't we? My guilty pleasure. What would my guilty pleasure be?
My toolbox.
I don't know. I need to think about that. I'll get back to you next Sunday and tell you when I've thought about what my guilty pleasure may be. I don't know. But that's it. Don't forget to post your things on the group, which is Miss Paint-A-Lot's Junk Journal group. Sorry I haven't been too genial a host today. It's just been a week. It was the week that was, without a doubt. But I do look forward to seeing you next Sunday, when hopefully I'll be feeling more with it, more cheery. And during the week, I will be carrying on with the correspondence folios. So, thank you, Keong. There's a blue tit on the tote bag. Oh yes, of course there is. I forgot about that. There's lace, ribbon and a two blue tits. Look at that. I did see that, I just forgot about them.
What's inside it?
You know what's inside it, I've just gone through it.
Oh.
It's fabulous. That's the right way of it. Quite right. I know, Corinne. They're incredible. These days my guilty pleasure is a nap. Thank you, Charles. That's nice. Thanks, Jen. Hiya, Carol, and bye, Carol. Hi, Laurie. I didn't see you. Thank you, everybody who's stuck with me. I appreciate it. I really do. And I shall see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care. Be safe. Be happy.
Bye. Oh, look, they're holding hands.
I've got a man bun.
Yeah, you have. See you soon. Take care. Thanks for joining me.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye
See you
now.
soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.